Brought to you by The Vault.
Hi, I'm Shy.
And I'm Kathy, and this is our Girlfriends Talk Show where each week we have fun and we spill the tea.
Or the wine. Be sure to find us wherever you listen to your podcast and follow us on social media.
Hey everybody, welcome to Girlfriends Talk Show with Shy and Kathy and the side chicks. And we picked up an extra side chick.
We did. We love picking up extras. That's what we do.
I mean, we're good at it.
We find them, we pick them up, we solicit them.
Well, but you know what? First we vet them. And so this is an amazing person. You can see her with the side chicks, with MK and Katie. Her name is Anita. And we're so excited that you're here with us.
Hey, Anita. So Anita is a listener / watcher. And because you can see us on YouTube, which this episode in particular, you might want to watch on YouTube. If you're just listening on a podcast app, you might really need to
migrate over to YouTube.
On YouTube, because some of us might demonstrate some super girl power.
Oh, that means you? Because mine is not demonstratable.
So anyway, find us on YouTube.
It could be, but it would be on a different station.
But find us on YouTube later. Wow.
You might be able to find it at a different URL.
Hey, that's that after hours.
You might want to go to your private browsing.
Yes.
Incognito window.
Hide your IP address. And tune in.
Girlfriends Talk Show after hours.
You've got to say it like this, though, Katie. You've got to say, Girlfriends Talk Show after hours.
Try that one. Yeah, I want to hear you say it. Say it.
I can't do it as good as her.
Seductive.
You know, we probably would make more money if we talk like I mean, that's what they say.
Again, it would be after hours.
No, we've got a live studio audience among us as well. One of our live studio audience members is my son, so we can't really, we can. He's just going to have to go earmuffs.
He is your youngest spawn.
Yes, the runt. The runt.
Well, he's not
of
a
the family.
runt.
Well, he is. He's the runt of the family.
No, that
the last
He's
child
the
is
last one out.
Yeah.
But the runt's usually small and not very aggressive or talented, and he is not small, and he is aggressive, and he is talented.
Well, that's because there was a 10, 11-year gap between him and the last one that shot out. So...
Is that your feminine superpower?
Yes.
You can shoot babies out?
I can shoot them out like nobody's
I can
business.
shoot full humans out.
What can you do, huh?
All three out the vagina canal.
I mean,
just
honestly,
like
Shows a cool sound.
the title of this podcast is Are Women Superior? And if you can't shoot a child out,
you're not superior.
then you're not.
Yeah. They do, but just...
End of
And
podcast,
I'm sorry, there are
is.
some
It's
women
not
that
fully
cannot.
developed yet.
I don't mean that. If you can't, I mean, it is a
You
superpower.
can shoot them out all day, but they're not a...
That's
It'd
true.
be nothing.
And
All right,
everybody doesn't have that superpower either, and they're still cool. Sorry, I realized that was insensitive, and I want to back up.
Well, okay, let's go ahead and throw out a disclaimer here. Shy and Kathy, side chicks, guest, are never insensitive.
Well, no.
We do not intend or nor want to be, nor have intentions, right, to be insensitive. So if you take anything that we say out of character, then that's on you, dude.
Oh, man.
Sorry.
Okay, she's on the soapbox. We're sorry. Anyway, so
Question of the day.
we do have a question of the day posted on Facebook, and the question of the day happens to be, do you know what your superpower is? What your feminine superpower is? And we want guys to chime in too, because there are some guys that are tuned in to their feminine side.
Mm-hmm. Those
And
are the
so-
good ones.
Yeah, they may have some female superpowers and or feminine superpowers, and that can include wearing pink, because that's cool.
So is that
I love a
question
feminist
posted?
guy.
It's
right now on our Facebook
It's
page.
posted right now on our Facebook page. In fact, we've already gotten a comment because, I try to prepare a little bit in advance. And our friends at Reform Physical Therapy, and they do a lot of therapy with women post-childbirth. She's the person that commented said that she has the strongest pelvic floor.
Nice.
Or pelvic
Snaps
floor,
for that.
pelvic floor of steel
That girl.
is what she said. Yeah,
That's
walking around with weight.
superpower.
She's like, I've got 10 pounds.
I mean,
Wow.
that is a super. She said that she could teach us.
Ooh, I want to to be in on that.
I need to drink more.
Done with that.
So anyway, go to Facebook, answer our question of the week, because it is going to actually, we will pick a winner, and that winner is going to win a shirt that I'm going to order on Monday.
What kind of shirt?
You get to be the
A
first
Girlfriend's Talk
one.
Show shirt.
Oh, we still haven't ordered those? We've been talking about that for
I
10
had to wait
episodes.
until the next payday because you and I are splitting the cost.
Oh, God.
No, it had nothing to do with Corona.
So it's coming
Everything
out of
else
our
does.
pockets?
Yeah, man.
Okay,
This
we're gonna
is a
need,
startup.
We're going to need donations. We're going to need sponsors. Anybody?
We always need sponsors.
Anybody out there want to hand over the cash, the moolah?
Dude, just pay for half of it. That's all you gotta
There's
do.
a coin shortage, but we'll still take those. It doesn't matter.
Every time I pay in coins, like I'm like, oh, I've got exact change, and I feel like I'm doing the person that's taking my money a favor. I'm like,
did that
I
all
know you
day
have,
today.
I know you have trouble with coins, and they're just kind of like, no, not really. And I'm like, here they are.
Thanks for looking out, though.
I know. I feel like a
Mindful.
hero. Speaking of superhero, but you know what? The Girlfriends Talk Show is actually declaring August 2020. What did I name it? Feminine Power Month.
I'm glad you said that. What did I name it? Because I'm not declaring anything, really. But
Yeah, you are.
I will help you.
You're
in
collectively
this,
claiming this
because I think everybody is suffering right now, not just women. I think the whole nation is suffering right now.
Why are you talking about suffering?
Yeah, but August is
Well,
Suffrage
special.
doesn't mean suffering. I mean, it does, but it's not what
Okay,
you
explain-
think it means.
explain.
Well, I would have to look the real definition up. But suffrage was a movement. It was a movement that helped women gain the right to vote.
which we're coming up on 100 years.
That's
of.
why August is Feminine Power Month, people.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
So the 19th Amendment was ratified in 1920. So women have only been granted the right to vote for 100 years.
okay. Well, that's great.
Pitiful.
That's great. I'm glad things are. There's no sense in looking backwards.
Yeah, there
just keep
is.
looking forward. Thank you for allowing us to vote.
What?
Whoever said we could, and let's just continue moving forward. Why be upset about things?
We're
that
not.
happened in
I'm
the
not
past?
upset about it. What I want you to understand is the fact that you actually get the right to vote was on the backs of these women. And because if they would not have done what we do best, created decades of agitation and protest, then we would not have.
Yes.
No, well, that was in the 70s. That was later on. The 1970s. But
tried.
here's some history. Here's a history point for you. Beginning in the mid-19th century, several generations of women suffrage supporters, that was just the movement, okay, lectured, wrote letters, marched, lobbied, and practiced civil disobedience to achieve what many Americans considered a radical change of the Constitution. Before that, only white men were allowed to vote. Not Native Americans, not African Americans, not women. Only white guys.
Well, isn't that something?
This is why they should be celebrated and why
So-
you need to harness and grab onto
I'm very
and harness
grateful.
your feminine power.
And I'm going to keep moving forward without looking in the past and saying only white men were able to vote way back when. I'm not even going to. Why even go back to that? I think that's the problem.
We
with
celebrate
a lot.
history, though.
I get it, but I think that's a lot of people's issue. They look back on things and they get mad and just keep looking
You
forward
just
and
learn
say thank you.
from the past, and yes, you should move on, but then you should also celebrate the victories of the past.
Well, let's celebrate.
We celebrate your birthday, don't we?
We know how to do that.
I don't like to celebrate my birthday.
I mean,
We
I'm really
celebrate 4th of July.
your mom may look
really-
back. We celebrate Labor Day,
I'm really.
and that's to honor workers.
I'm gonna drink more wine. So, question of the day from the side chicks.
Yes.
Do we have a question of the day, side chicks?
We do.
Yeah.
And we especially had one a few hours ago. When do we remember it? MK?
Okay, y'all are way too young for that.
If you were a food, what food would you be?
Oh,
That was not it.
I like
not
it though.
it?
I'll take it.
They're
Okay.
disagreeing too
Anita?
today. This is great.
We're not disagreeing. This is not disagreeing.
to
Ask
go
somebody
first?
that actually knows.
Yeah.
I think I know what I would be.
What?
I think I'm torn between spaghetti
Oh,
A little
And-
messy.
Yeah, like that's what I was going. It's a little
Okay.
messy, you know. Like you kind of have to rein it in sometimes.
Okay.
Like, it gets
slurp it
away
up.
from you.
Or what?
Or a sloppy Joe.
Oh, sloppy Joe.
But I think that's a little too sloppy for me. I think I'm.
messy.
I think I'm spaghetti.
You definitely need a
Very-
napkin with this one.
like. I'm like classically messy.
Okay.
Anita, what about you?
I think I would have to be a medium rare steak.
Oh,
I
yes.
can see
So
that.
you can gnaw on me all you want.
Yeah. And everybody loves medium rare steak.
Yeah.
A nice thick fillet.
Oh,
yes.
yes.
Slow and easy.
I love it.
Grade
awesome.
A meat.
Not messy.
No.
No.
Succulent.
She gave me this look like.
No need for steak sauce here.
No. MK.
I would be
I'm excited for this answer.
a grape
A grape.
Okay.
so that I could turn into wine.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, but I mean,
Because I
is somebody
can't be wine.
is somebody
but
going to eat you before you turn into wine?
I really hope not.
Or you don't turn into a raisin.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
God.
worse.
That's the first thing I
I've
think
really
of
got to
is
find
raisins.
somebody who knows what to do with me.
Okay, I got
It's true.
Yeah.
What about you, Kevin?
No, I'm going to let you go,
you.
Shy.
Frozen.
Yeah.
I'm exercising my suffrage right now. My protest.
Let's see. What would I be? I would be probably one of my favorite foods, chicken and dumplings, because sometimes I'm the chicken, sometimes I'm the
I've
dumpling.
been talking about that for
It's true.
probably 3 weeks.
Sometimes I feel like straight white meat, you know what I mean? And then sometimes I just feel like a big old dumpling.
That's perfect.
So what about you?
I'm chips and queso all day long.
Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
Not bad.
Crunchy, you know, a little bit drippy every
The
once in a
margarita
while.
on the side.
But definitely delicious and craveable.
I love creamy,
and
crunchy
queso.
friends.
Everybody loves
Well,
chips
this
and
was a
queso.
variety.
Yeah,
That's why I want to
was.
be. That's why I want to be chips and queso because it's
Yeah.
hard,
Very diverse.
Oh,
group.
absolutely.
Sometimes
Yeah.
salty.
You got
hard
an
to cut it up.
Appetizer, a full course, like a steak, entree.
Italian food.
Yeah.
It helps because I'm Italian.
Yeah, it does.
A little fruit.
Shy knows about your Italianness.
I do. Oh, no.
Oh well.
Check
Hey,
back 2 episodes ago. You'll see.
yeah, you will.
Oh, my God. That's so. I'm still not me.
So when we linked up, well, I'm sorry, we discovered the link between Katie's dad and Shy.
Do you have to say it again?
Yeah, I do because it's actually amazing.
Remember, live studio audience.
I think he already knows. I mean, not about that particular case, but other ones. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So come back for segment 2 because we are actually going to reveal our feminine superpowers to you. You're not going to want to miss it.
You won't believe
Right
your
now,
eyes.
my feminine superpower includes dripping sweat right down my back.
That's amazing.
And
All right.
looking cute while doing it.
Uh-huh.
We will return after these messages. Hopefully they bought
Are
in.
they about chips and queso?
I hope they sent us money.
I hope we have these commercials.
Hey, you! Yes, you, watching or listening to this amazing podcast hosted by 2 of the most dynamic and brilliant women you'll ever meet. Advertise with us and watch your business grow as big as our heads. Seriously, hit us up at vault.news/contact and find out how affordable you can advertise on our show.
Ooh. Hey, everybody. Welcome back. That didn't sound good, man.
Flatulence, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I've named my food baby, by the way. Because, you know, every time I eat, my stomach grows, like, tremendously.
Flatulence.
Flatulence Carter is the name
Oh,
of
is
my
the middle
food
name
baby.
Carter?
Yes. Flatulence Carter Tyler.
Flatulence.
Flatulence. And I'm going to call her Flatty for
She's going to really love you.
Flatulence Carter Tyler.
Flatulence.
Anyway.
And she's a girl?
Yes, my food baby is a girl, but she's
I was going.
she is a very unladylike girl.
Those are the best kinds, though.
I
You
agree.
can cut up with them.
So here lately, speaking of, I'll just go ahead and
Are we
'cause I
going to
always
talk
tell-
about feminine superpowers?
Yes, because this is definitely one of my superpowers.
Excellent.
But this isn't the one I'm revealing today, because I'll have to show you the other one. But this one this superpower in particular, it seems like the older I get, the more wiser I get, the more louder my flatulence is.
That's disgusting.
And sometimes it is absolutely hilarious.
To whom?
Well, to me. And sometimes my son.
Scott, do you think it's funny? No, he does not.
poor
He just
Daniel.
shook his head no. He does not.
My 15-year-old.
It's terrible.
He thinks it's funny because he'll
Chase,
look at
do you
me
think that's
and
funny?
he's like, "For real, Ma?" And I'm like, so it's almost a game now because I love to see the response from everybody in my household, right?
I will hurt you
So when I'm in the shower,
if you do
it
this.
echoes. So I try to play the biggest one.
Some people sing in the shower.
Well,
Shy
not
farts.
her. Not shy.
See, I'm laughing
Her
right now. I
flatulence.
just can't stop.
What is it? Is it it's flatulent? What?
Flatulence.
Is that a W you're putting in there?
I don't know what I'm putting in there. For the longest
to
time,
Google
I
that.
didn't even know Chester drawers was chest of drawers.
Oh, no,
I
she
just
didn't.
figured
I
it
am
out.
so happy I'm not the only one.
Yeah.
That did.
So I don't know. I'm just saying flatulence. Wince.
That's what it is.
Wince.
Or you could just say your butt says hi.
Yeah.
Somebody's talking shit behind my back.
Now that was funny. That's the only thing funny that you said in the last 3 minutes. The rest of it is just disgusting. I apologize for my girlfriend over here.
This is why we get along so well, because you're just like, ew, me, I don't poot. Or if I do poot, it's called a toot.
It's in private.
toot. She calls herself toots.
I do.
You too. Beep,
Mine
beep.
are just plain out farts.
That's gross. That's gross. That's just gross.
So-
That is a private happening.
Everybody in our office says, "Oh, I've got to go TT.
What do you
It's
say?
true.
I've got to go pee, or
Pee,
like I've got to
yeah.
go to the bathroom." But they're all like, "Hold on, I've got to go TT real quick." Like everybody, they're all so dainty.
And
it's
I
like
might
all of them.
toot when I'm
Hold on, let me
TT.
go
I'm-
TT.
Yeah, I
You
say
have little
TT.
girls.
Yeah, that's what.
Anita, what do you say?
I try not to say it.
You just go.
Exactly,
You
you
just
just-
excuse yourself.
Thank you.
I just say, gotta go, get out of my way.
Gotta go.
Yeah.
At this point
Gotta
in my
go.
life, you don't mess around. You just go. Because you're gonna have a mess.
Maybe we need to
You're gonna have a
work.
mess.
Maybe we need to work on that pelvic floor. You need the super strong one.
How do they help you with that?
Oh, there are a lot of different ways. I'm sure we can get Amanda. That's her name. She owns the group
Probably
that was.
be interested in
Do
doing
your
that.
Kegels.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they've got some different strategies. I'm not really sure, but we can find out.
Just imagine like
There's no doubt.
All right. Well,
Squat.
super female powers.
Your feminine superpower.
Yeah. I guess whenever I
I'm
get
gonna
older, that's gonna be not peeing on myself.
Well, potentially. I don't have right now. I'm fortunate, so it's all right.
Problems.
Right now, I mean, there's no telling what happens.
Time.
Y'all, it's 2020. There's no telling what's going to happen tomorrow. It's possible I could just literally lose all control of my bladder, and it will be bad.
So let's start at the far end with a feminine superpower.
Yeah.
Anita. Now, I knew Anita, I'm going to say 15, almost
I've known her longer
15
than
years
that.
ago, if more than that.
Yeah.
Anita and my mother were good friends. And anyway, so it's...
Well, Anita was a customer of mine at the best store in the mall, aka Express, and so that's how long I've known her. So I've known her for 25 years. I'm one up in you.
So when you said Anita was coming in today, I had no idea you were talking about that Anita.
Yes.
So
That
anyway,
Anita.
It's really weird how all this happened. So if you were to say that one of your, because I know you have many superpowers,
Yes.
but if one of them in particular was your special feminine superpower, you have to say it like that.
Yeah, you do.
Ta-ta-da-da.
What would it be?
Well, y'all talked about that, and I thought about it, and it was like, man, we're getting strong here.
Yeah, we are.
And I think back on when I think of power, I think of challenges.
Yes.
So I think, everybody has your own way, and my mind doesn't always think. I understand that. I'm okay with it. So I think of challenges, and I think of all the challenges that I've been through. But one that really, really is being a military wife.
Oh,
I was a
yeah.
military brat, which I didn't understand all that my mom did. But being a military wife, all that you take on and you do, and you prepare to move every 2 years. And if you live in military quarters, They're going to take your light switches off and check with a white glove. They're going to stick a hand down your toilet to
Whoa.
see how clean. Because you pass inspection, you pass an inspection.
Wow.
So you learn, but you don't think about it because you know this is what's expected of you. And they're gone, and they may be gone a year, they may be gone 2 years, your spouse. And then you realize you're doing all of their jobs, but you don't think about that either. And then when they come home, they're wanting to take some of those jobs back. You go, hold up, dog. You've been doing just fine with this.
Yeah.
Cut the grass.
Yeah.
So, how long have you been married?
36 years.
Uh-huh. So that is her feminine superpower. Not
36
only was
years.
she able to gain the control and relinquish the control, and to the point where
and maintain
it. That is a freaking ass
The infinitive
superpower.
answer is yes, dear. His answer to everything.
Yes, it is.
Yes, dear.
Now that is
That's
a
a
super.
superpower.
Yes,
He
yes.
is. He's awesome.
When
need
you
a
can
training
train a man to
course.
say
That's
yes,
what everybody
dear.
says. Can you clone him?
Yeah.
Mikey of all men.
He is. He's a good one.
Oh wow.
Okay, I love it.
That's kind of how. I mean, that's just kind of how I.
That's
that
a
may
great
not be
one.
what you were like.
Oh, no, it's
No,
perfect.
So-
That's perfect.
Absolutely.
Well, another superpower that she has that I just figured out today is the ability to bring all of the necessities with her everywhere she goes. So she has this superpower bag, which is right beside her.
Yes, it is.
Anita, show us what's in the bag.
Yeah, can you
that's
hear
the-
it?
Yes. Don't drink it. Just
Yeah.
She's not going to share.
everyone that needs to. What if you're stranded on the road? All right,
Yeah.
you know. I mean, you need. To
You're
have a
stranded.
walk.
You're mad. First of
Yeah,
all,
you know, you're mad to the bathroom, but you got a bush.
yeah, you got a bush.
So
Yeah, you
gotta
do.
Have some water.
Always
and
have
then
water.
You always have a wine opener and a cork thing, and you need toothpicks.
Toothpick.
Yes.
You never know when you need
You never
toothpick.
know.
That's
Got
right.
That piece of steak or something. on there.
But the
You
wine
gotta have a little
opener
wine.
is for the
Then
wine.
you got to have a little Jack Daniels.
Poison.
All
Poison.
She's got to remind herself every now and then.
Exactly, and then you got cups, and you always take one per friend, just in case.
Oh, I love that.
And then you need a lid
Because,
in case you
darling, we're in the
breathing.
South. You have to have one for your friend.
One for your
You
friend,
might
yeah.
just want a little spritzer, so you just have a little Truly.
You never know when you
Then
need
you
that.
might need a straw.
Oh,
so
yes, a
just
woman
a
after
couple
my
of,
own
there's a few more
heart.
toothpicks. Oh, I got a fork.
Excellent.
So
Give me a little snack.
The last time I bought a piece of pecan pie, and I had to eat it with a straw. So
you're like,
so
I didn't
no.
have
Never
that
again.
again. You ever try to eat a piece of pecan pie with a straw?
No.
No.
good.
Well,
No
if you
bueno.
got it, you can. So yeah, that's kind of here. I got a little bottle of tequila. I got
And she
a
puts
bottle
gifts in there. She brought us a
Really
gift.
hard.
So you just got to be prepared. It's
perfect.
Just in case.
I mean,
I
you're like
love
the
that.
best girlfriend
And
ever.
It's a cute, it's a cute little bag, and
Yeah, it is.
It makes good gifts to give. And
Best girlfriend, and she's not up for grabs. She's
I didn't
ours.
take a sip of
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't have
She's
her.
ours. We claimed her. We put the stamp on.
All right, so Katie.
What is your
Katie,
feminine
Katie.
superpower?
What would you say it was?
Some would say this isn't a superpower. Some would say it's like,
I think it is if you think it is.
But I'm really good at nagging. Which, okay, so let me explain. So I'm good at nagging in a way that it doesn't necessarily come off as like I'm just kind of staying on your ass. But I'll make like little comments like, well, I'm, gonna go do this. And I tested it. So, and this is how I know it's a superpower.
This is why you're my girl.
My experiment. So my stepdad was pushing off this outdoor kitchen, renovation that they were doing, but I wanted to move in out there. And I was like, oh, I really want to move in the next month. And so I would get out there and start painting stuff and whatever and like start putting stuff up. I'm like, well, if you're not going to do it, I guess I will, hand me a hammer and just kept on. He got it done in a month.
Yeah, he
and
did.
I was like, look, I know I'm a bitch sometimes, but at least shit gets done.
She gets it done.
You had to keep on. Sometimes
Well,
you got to keep
hang
on.
on. Let's go back to women's suffrage. This says that women created decades of agitation and protest. It is what we do best, aka nagging, agitation and
I love
protest.
that.
Yeah, it is.
You get things done.
If you do it the first time, I don't have to nag you about it. So do it the first
Well, I
time.
get told that I bitch a lot.
Well, you kind of do.
Well, but I don't feel like I am. When I voice my opinion, that's not bitching. I'm just giving you my opinion, right?
Maybe the way that you present it is different. We can talk about this later during our counseling session. Because, I was her preacher, so
She was.
might
She's
have to
my
have
reverend
some
and
marital
my
counseling.
best friend. And so, MK, what is your superpower?
I'm gonna say mine is like hardcore going with the flow and just being like there for the ride. So anything that
She is.
You do that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, she is.
You do that well.
And I think that's why we're good friends, why it works, because I'm like an overthinker.
Hello.
And you just kind of like go
Hello.
into things.
Hello,
works,
baby
so-
Shine Kathy.
Yeah.
You
It
chill
works.
me out and I get you. And,
I don't
you
know.
know,
I don't know if
well
there's
with
any left.
relationships because you're just kind of like,
Sorry.
yeah, whatever you want. You know.
So, MK, can I add to that? Because I know another superpower of yours that I'm very impressed with.
Ew.
The fact that you can find size 12 women's shoes is amazing.
Look, you didn't believe me the other day.
Like, I don't even know how you find size
So
12.
if you're watching on
Size
YouTube,
12.
MK is literally
crazy.
validating the fact that she wears a size 12 shoe.
I have never, oh my gosh.
But MK, how tall are you?
6'2".
I have
so
There
never
you go.
seen a
all
woman
the tall
size
girls
12.
out there.
I've seen 11s in rare occasions.
She knows your pain.
6'2".
But I
She's
mean,
super tall.
I've even, like my drag queens that I call them my drag queens. But I do have some drag queens that I
You're
like
like
to.
RuPaul.
They're like my favorite.
In a different way.
They have problems finding shoes. So I need to hook y'all up together so that you can let them in on the secret.
I think that they're looking for different shoes
Yeah,
than MK's.
I'm looking for like the shortest. I don't want to be any taller. And
Yeah.
they're looking
Yeah.
for the,
Stilettos.
Yeah, they're
which
looking
they're
for different
hot,
issues.
and I wish that I could do that, but I'm way too, like, I feel like
It's a confidence issue.
I relate to women who are men drag that.
Huh?
What?
You know when women are drag kings
shaking
or whatever, like they dress up very dramatically and
Like boys?
yeah, but they're not like.
Yes, I do know what
I
you're
mean?
talking
Like,
about.
They're
Yes.
still in the drag like.
I don't
Community.
understand.
I will tell you what
A
your problem
dragette.
is. I will tell you what your problem is.
Uh-oh.
You
Coming.
just need to say
insecure.
no. You just need to say F it, and I don't care if my height makes other people uncomfortable. If I want to wear these shoes because I think they're cute, then I'm
I'm
going
going to tower over you and look down upon you.
You
all
know
the
how much
time.
I love that?
Right on.
Have you
Heck to-
ever seen the movie Shrek?
That is not. You are not an ogre. Stop it.
No, I'm not saying that I'm an ogre. That's just how
Comparing
I see
yourself
the
to an
world.
ogre?
Like
Aw.
I see the world like
It's all
looking
tiny.
up and being
Oh,
like,
no, go
So
with
we're
it.
like the three
Own
blind
it.
mice?
yes,
You're an ogre?
y'all, yeah.
Oh, no.
I mean, I'm like the pretty Fiona one.
Yeah, you are.
Oh my God.
Still,
All right. Well, that is MK's superpower, and we've revealed other insecurities that come along with being super tall. But I mean, I just wanted to be 5'8", and I'm not. So I mean, I'm kind of jealous, MK. I just gotta say,
I mean, do you know how much you can eat and not like get huge?
she does.
I'm
she's
working
not.
on finding out.
She's not a big eater. No,
I
she's
mean-
not. Shy, what is your feminine superpower? God, I'm gonna regret that
y'all
I
ready
ever
for
asked
this?
this. No,
Yes.
no, I'm not.
I'm so excited.
I have
am.
worked
I'm
with you for
ready.
far too long and know you far too well to think that this is going to be anyway
well-
gratifying.
I've drank a little bit, so this
Oh.
may not work. However, I'm thinking, because I have to think this to do it. My
Oh, no.
superpower is I can make my nipples hard by thinking about it.
We talked about this last
I
time.
know, and that's my superpower. I can't change it to something else just because we talked about it last week.
Well, then you're going to have to demonstrate it.
Well, I am.
Look at him. Oh,
Sorry. I am so sorry that you're here, Scott. Your mom brought you here.
My live studio audience is not happy. So
No, he's not.
I've drank a little bit.
I don't really know if I'm happy either.
Wait, are they working?
I don't know. I'm not looking.
I'd just like
Why
to
can't
mine
you-
going in the same direction.
they're not working.
One
Maybe
goes
it's the
north,
shadow.
one goes
This
south.
one's coming
She
out.
paid $10,000 for hers
This
to
one's
be in the
coming
right
out.
direction.
I think I have to put my glasses
Watch
on.
it.
There's
Watch
no
it.
way anybody's going to be able to see
I
that.
see everybody watching my boob right now, and it's kind of making me
Nobody
nervous. I
is
think
actually-
it's going back in because everybody's
No
looking
one's
at
I
watching
it.
got
it.
shy.
But
Shy's nipple got shy.
no joke. Like, okay, so at Taco Tuesday, because I work at El Paso on one day a week, I'm a 1 day a week worker. And
That's why I wanted to be chips and queso, because you can serve me up.
I can. I serve you up every Tuesday.
I know.
So anyway, I bartend there, and somebody was talking about something that they could do that's really cool. I'm like, well, watch this. And they're like looking. I'm like, watch this.
Oh, my God.
And I pointed to them, and they're watching it, and boom, they came. They're like, oh, my God. Like,
Scott.
you just literally, I just think about it, and they come out. It just happened.
It didn't happen.
Oh, look, everybody's looking at them right now.
I can roll my tongue.
He
out.
said, "Did you pass it to
I
me?"
know.
It's not like a party trick.
I
This is
think-
your feminine
Scott will try
superpower.
it when
Is
we
it
get
supposed to-
home because you might have inherited the trick.
He didn't have a
You'll
boob
be
job.
the most popular
That's you
thing
couldn't do it
around.
before.
Well, I never tried it before because I
You
didn't even want to
can't.
think that I had boobs before because they hung down. Do you know how bad my boobs were before?
Yeah.
When I took my bra off, they fell. They fell to my thighs.
They did not.
The
God,
nipples
you're so
curled
dramatic.
up, and I could actually sit this key in the nipple because it curled up.
Ooh, I gotta recheck mine.
Terrible.
I'm thinking maybe mine aren't as bad as I thought.
Have
That
you ever had to roll them up and stick them in
Oh
your
my
bra?
God, you're so dramatic.
No, that's what happened.
Burrito.
Right, how
I mean,
did.
the
Like a
tortilla
burrito.
would unroll when you took the
Oh,
bra.
honey, I know. One goes one way and one goes the
I
other.
mean, they were uncontrollable.
Believe me, I know.
God,
they out yet?
why
No.
why have I let you go before me for the last 7
I don't know
years?
why you asked me before.
No, I just don't know why I let you go before me, because mine is not even close. I mean, mine is like a real super freaking power.
You don't think making my nipples hard is real?
Well, you didn't do it.
Yeah,
You didn't do it.
I
I'm
shouldn't
excited
say.
about Kathy's.
They're shy right now.
Shy's nipples are shy, just like Katie said.
Just talk and they'll come out.
All right,
gonna-
well, this is going to turn you on. So,
I need you to talk in your
my
100 voice.
feminine superpower.
Oh yeah, here they go. Oh yeah, here they go. Here they go.
There you go.
Is the ability
Is everybody still looking at my
To
boobs? Y'all still
compl-
quit looking at them.
completely shut out outside noise, including this. No, really, I can. So y'all could be screaming around me, and I could literally be sitting here, and it doesn't affect me at all.
Is that like a mom thing?
No, I lived in a sorority house in college, and so that's where the superpower started. But then I honed it. So I was just like Superman, whenever he was like a baby and he was learning how to be Superman. So when I was in the sorority house, I was like learning how to ignore all the noise behind me and around me. And then whenever I became a boy mom, it was perfected.
Honed those skills.
You've practiced that superpower on me before.
Yes, I have. And the unfortunate part is whenever I have to try and catch up and act like I actually
Because she does. She acts like
I knew.
She just was distracted for a second. Okay, and she makes you kind of fill in the blanks, and I
Yeah.
followed along with that the first time, but then I'm like, hold
No, it
up.
was more than the first
He
time.
wasn't listening.
You weren't listening at all. And you're tricking me into thinking that you just missed one segment.
Yeah.
But you missed the whole part.
It's benefited me in some ways. It has. And look, I've learned how to modify. So I don't know.
But if you tune her out, because I've done that before too.
I'm like, really? You didn't hear what I just said?
Oh my gosh, those eyes come out and they will pierce you. And I've learned from the first time, don't ever tune her out. But she can tell. She can tell when you're tuning her out when you're talking
It's
to her on
because
the
it's my
phone.
superpower.
When you're texting, she can tell when you're tuning her out.
I'm
'Cause
like,
she'll be
hello?
like, "What's wrong?
What's
Who
going
are
on?
you talking to?" She just told me the other
What
day.
is happening?
Well, since you're not gonna, engage in this conversation, and I was. It was totally engaging in the conversation, but
Just
not
not-
to her liking.
Not quick enough.
So she.
I wrote a list of superpowers that I found
Yes.
online, and one of them was intuition. And I feel like that kind of relates to that. Like, you just kind of know, especially with your friends, if y'all are close, you just kind of know
Well-
if they're listening or not, or you know what they're thinking,
There's
or
a
what they're
vibe.
about to say.
Ab- Absolutely.
Woman intuition is a real thing.
Yes, it is.
I've learned that being married. Woman intuition is a real thing.
But I learned that being a parent, being a mom.
well,
I
being a
learned it
mom
being
too.
a friend
Yeah.
who lived with other girls.
And that too.
I guess
yeah.
I just didn't hone into on
Yeah.
it whenever around friends, but
Maybe
being
not.
married, having children, when I feel like something,
Yeah, you
But
have. You've
my
actually
children
have.
are lying to me about something.
Oh, she's staring him down.
I know. I know. What
And he's not
happened.
looking at her.
Scott, why'd you leave the house? I was just walking around. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, intuition is definitely a shared superpower.
Mm-hmm.
I was a Girls on the Run coach. We taught 8-year-olds to listen to their inner voice.
'Cause it's for
8-year-old
real.
girls, okay? With that inner voice that you're hearing, you need to listen to it. Unless it's telling you to do something bad, then you don't listen to it.
Have you ever, those listening and all of us, have you ever like made a decision, but you always come up with like several different things, right? And you make the decision, but you always say, man, if I would have gone with my first thought,
Yeah.
it'd have been right. Always go with your first gut instinct.
Either go with your first gut instinct or pick C on a test. That's what you should do.
Oh, I've heard that. Yeah.
Yeah. So here's my Urban Dictionary word of the day because we're going to wrap this up. It has nothing to do with feminine superpowers, but it was something that was entertaining on Urban Dictionary
Are my
today.
nipples hard to it? No.
I don't know, man.
She's working on it.
I mean,
It's just
actually, you know what? We could turn that into a spoon.
And it's so
A
hot.
spoonerism. So nard hipples would be a spoonerism.
Nard hipples?
Nard
Instead of
hipples.
hard nipples?
Yeah, it's a word, a spoonerism. This is the Urban Dictionary word of the day. It's a word or phrase created by swapping the initial letters or first consonant sounds of two words or syllables to get a new word or phrase.
I do that accidentally all the time.
I know you do. That's why I picked this because it's actually really funny.
The last name Lemoyne, if I'm talking fast, I will say Malloyne every time.
And there are so many people that don't even know that last name. But examples happen to be like nard hipples or trail mix becomes mail tricks or tea bags becomes bee tags.
I get it. That is my life.
And
did you
hey,
pick
do you
those two
know
examples?
that a spoonerism is actually named after a preacher?
Really?
His last name was Spooner. Yep.
Spooner.
It sounds
You
dirty.
must have done it a lot. You must have
Yeah,
switched them
I
up
would
a
imagine.
lot.
It sounds dirty, but it's not. And that's kind of why I picked
Brother
it.
Spooner.
That's why I picked it too. Because it sounds dirty.
It just came out of my mouth,
And what?
especially if I'm doing
Brother Forker.
I like Brother Forker. I bet there's somebody out there named Brother Forker.
All right, well, let's
All right, your girlfriend tip of the day.
let's lap this up.
That was good. I liked your spoonerism. The girlfriend tip of the day is if you cannot identify your feminine superpower, let us help you figure it out.
Yes. Let us help you
Fine.
figure it out. Post on our Facebook page and
Find us on Instagram. It's GFTS show. It's GFTS show on Instagram. Sorry, Shy, you wouldn't know.
I still don't have an Insta.
Anyway,
Anyway, find us and always remember to
stay girlfriends.